Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel today. Today, I just like to wish everybody a happy 2022. We've made it into a new year. I hope everybody had a great holiday season. And I'm here in Winston-Salem. I wanted to do a little roadside attraction today. And one attraction I wanted to hit right off the bat is this building here behind me. It's actually an Art Deco style building. It was built in 1929. It's called the Reynolds Building. It was actually the building, the home offices of the R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company for many, many years, all the way up into 2014. So as we sit here and we check this building out, like I said, it's an Art Deco design building. And if this building looks a little bit familiar, it should, because there's a world famous building in New York City that this building is actually the predecessor of. And I'm talking about the Empire State Building. So that's a pretty cool thing. This building was actually completed in 1929. And the Empire State Building was built from 1930 and finished up in 1931, which it was a quite impressive building and architecture in its own right, because at that time, for many, many years to come, it was the world's largest building. So this right here is the predecessor. This is where the design and idea come from, is right here in Winston-Salem. And at the time of this recording, you know, this building is already it's not our R.J. Reynolds Tobacco Company no more, even though the signage is still on the building. This is actually the top 11 floors of this building is apartments for rent. So in 2014, the PMC company actually bought this and renovated it. I think they spent about $60 million in renovations to change it from a kind of a corporate home office and change it over to apartments. And the bottom floors is actually a hotel with a restaurant in it. Alright guys, that kind of completes our view of the R.J. Reynolds building here in Uptown Winston-Salem. So I'm going to get in the car and drive just a little bit down the road, and we're going to look at another cool attraction. We're going to look at this place called the Memory Wall of Love and Peace. So I cannot wait to go check this place out, because it's going to be very odd, a little interesting, and it's going to be a cool looking attraction, I believe. Man, that is pretty awesome, looking up at this building. Just thinking about this place was built in 1929. I think that's pretty amazing. A lot of history here. Well, that was neat. I'm glad I got to come up here and check this cool piece of history out. And so now it's pretty chilly out today, so I'm gonna move it on pretty quick through these stops today. But yeah, that is pretty amazing to see this building. I've never come up here and check it out before, and yeah, I've never realized until I done some research on it that it was the predecessor for the Empire State Building, you know, the world's tallest building from 1931 to 1970. And do you know, in 1970, which building took the crown from it? It was your very own New York City World Trade Centers. So there you go, now you know. Alright guys, we made it to our next destination. This here is the Memory Wall of Love and Peace. Let's go check it out. So we're downtown here, Winston-Salem, right behind the Camel Pawn Shop. And this here is also the transportation center right here in this area. So this is where the wall is located. So this wall is actually 55 feet long, 4 feet tall. It was created in 1999 by the artist Greg Wormack. He's an African-American artist known as Mr. Imagination. Embedded in the wall, he has hundreds of artifacts and keepsakes that was donated by local citizens in the area. So I'm just going to kind of walk around this thing and get kind of up close where we can see some of his design work. You got some bricks, like some pottery pieces. Come down here, we can see, you see like a bowl, like a plate maybe there. I heard there was an Altoid box in here somewhere. There's like a cap for a wheel. I'd check that out. It's like a coffee cup. 50 years of community development through the arts. It's pretty neat. there's got like a harp, and there's another like a coffee mug or something you'd have tea, things like that. Look, man, right there's a lighter. That looked like that used to be some kind of figurines or something that they have, you know, been broken off, of course. And there's a comb. Then you got all kind of wheel caps and stuff down through here. We move along. There's a yo-yo. My wife might like this one. That looks like maybe a piece of a Lego. You got some buttons in there, all kinds of stuff. And then we have an angel right here in this area on it. That's some kind of pin maybe. There's a toy truck. And this is like the centerpiece of the wall. Have another like a hubcap. And then we have this figure. I don't know if you can see it or not, but because of the light, it's kind of shaded. We got like some more license plates. There's somebody's sunglasses. Little toy truck. All kinds of stuff. Here's some figurines of like some horses and cowboy stuff. There's a cowboy boot. It's a big old oversized Coke cap. All right, so that is that's the memory wall. Peace and love right here in Winston-Salem. Pretty cool little find, man. I kind of like this today. It was pretty neat. We started off with the Reynolds Building, then we come over here and check out this cool wall. I love art, and this right here is definitely a cool piece of art that somebody did. So that being said, that completes this task today. So let's go to our next roadside attraction, which is across town to a old 1930s shell station, and it's a scallop shell, so it actually looks like a shell. So let's go over there and check that out, and we'll wrap this thing up today. Let's go do this. Well guys, we made it across town. We're at the shell station. Let's go check it out. So here we are. This is a Shell gas station, but not just any gas station. This is what they call a scallop shell-shaped gas station. 8 were built in the 1930s by the Quality Oil Company, a Winston-Salem based marketer of shell oil. The station was constructed of concrete stucco over a bent wood of wireframe work. In the 1970s and 80s, it served as a lawnmower repair place. It was added to the National Register of Historic Places May 13th, 1976. Pretty cool to come out here and you see something from, you know, that place and time. It's pretty neat. I mean, check out the gas pump back then in 1930. You walk up to the front door, kind of look inside. You see a little bit in there. You actually see a I don't know if you can see it, but there we go. All kinds of stuff in there on the counters. Even a teddy bear. Looks like a Teddy Ruxpin. Here is a side view of the Shell station. Kind of look around. Had some windows on the side of it. Holy moly. Man, I swear, That scared the crap out of me. I sit there and I look up and I see this big old bird. Look at him back here in the back. I guess they're kind of guarding the Shell station maybe. So as I'm sitting here looking at this gas station, I think it's pretty cool to see what a gas station looked like way back in the 1930s. If you think about it today, when we go to the gas station, it's like sensory overload, right? You pull up, you put your card in, you pick your gas that you want, whatever octane, and then you start pumping, and then all of a sudden you have a TV, like a monitor, that's like blasting infomercials at you, giving you all this information about their gas card, how much money you can save. Back then, you just pull up, get your gas, move on. That was all it was. Today, they're selling you everything, as you said, at the gas station anymore. So that will conclude today's video. This is my last and final stop here while I'm visiting Winston-Salem. I hope you enjoyed it today. I thought it was some neat, like, you know, roadside attractions that I thought was pretty cool. And I enjoyed making this video today, so I had a lot of fun out. A little bit cool, but we made it through it. It wasn't too bad. That being said, I'm the Hitchhiking Yeti. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you like today's content, give it the thumbs up. By the way, real quick, there was 8 of these built back in the 1930s, right? This is the only one left. This is the last one that they that made it, you know, that they preserved. I know a lot of you might not know, but if you know where any of the other 7 were located, put it down in the comment section down below. I'd be you know, I like kind of be interested to know where they were located at. So that being said, I'm done today, so I'll see you guys in the next video.